Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Jeremy with Simple Little Life, and just want to make this quick little video to show you some things I'm trying out. Basically in the realm of axes. There's nothing more basic than an axe as far as tools for survival, for homesteading, preparedness, camping, fishing, hiking, hunting. An axe is the most basic of tools, and I think proper axe skills and safety are important to develop. I think it's something you just need dirt time. You need to spend time out doing it. The axe that I had been using for last, I would say 2.5, 3 years was this Fiskars X11. Nothing wrong with this, not a bad axe, not a traditional axe by any means. But so far, just to be honest, for what I've used it for, it's worked fantastic. It came incredibly sharp. I've sharpened it several times. The one thing you'll notice with this one is that the profile of the head, it's very wedge shape, and this one is called a splitting axe, and it actually does that quite well. I would consider this to be a great axe if you're car camping or even just hiking, but for people that buy firewood at the gas station and want it split, this thing works fantastic for that. I've pulled down a few trees with this, not that many, but it does work for that as well. But splitting firewood works great. People have mixed reviews on the composite handles. Some people hate them. Some people say you can drive over them and bend them, they'll never break. Other people say they're garbage. So far it's held up. If these did fail awkwardly, weirdly, you know, if you had a defect in the plastic, I wouldn't be shocked, because everything nowadays is plastic, and that just seems to be the norm. We kind of expect products to fail. We don't expect them to be built to last a lifetime or be handed from one generation to another. When I look at this, that's not what I see. So for the next axes, I've picked up 2 of them, and these are the opposite end of the spectrum. These are heirloom tools. These are tools that I hope to be passing on to my grandchildren someday. The first one I have is it's a Wetterling's, and this is their camp axe, I believe it's called. It's a smaller axe. I would say it's probably a 1.5, maybe a 2-pound head, and slightly longer handle than a hatchet. So it is quite useful for doing work. At the same time, it's easy to carry. This will strap to the outside of your pack. They say you can belt carry this. I don't know if I'd ever want to belt carry something that large, but handmade in Sweden. And I would just say these things are incredible. When I got it, it was sharp enough to shave with. Still is just razor sharp. And like I say, this is kind of a different concept, an idea. Like, this is a craftsman tool. This was made by a guy, but with his hands, his blood, sweat, and tears, and he touched it, he handled it. Everything is fit up and inspected, and it's a lot different feeling when you hold this as opposed to something like this. Not that there's anything wrong with this. Again, I just want to get that straight. I'm not bashing this stuff. I'm just trying to find out what this is about, because I understand this stuff, and so far this has worked fine. A lot of the traditionalists and purists think that, oh, this is the only way to go, so I want to see what they're talking about. Haven't had a lot of use with this. I've probably had it, I would say 3-4 months. I have used it a bit, split some wood, chopped up 2x4s, and just mostly tested it and stuff. Limbed a few trees, but just fantastic piece of gear. And this is actually what I will be taking on hunting trips now. Unless, who knows, maybe I'll find out that this is a better axe, I'm not sure. So that's it. Basically that one comes with this mask, very simple style, it's effective. And they say when you're gonna put this for a belt carry, you actually thread this part through your belt loop and then do it up. Again, I think this is a little bit too big to carry in your belt, but that's what it is. And the other one I just got in, I was on a waiting list for a while, and this is a Gransfors Brooks Scandinavian forest axe. This is obviously a larger axe, and this is like, a lot of people say these are the Mac Daddies, the Gransfors Brooks, the real axe to have. And I would say it's very similar build quality and fit and finish to the Wetterlings. In fact, on the 2 examples that I have, I think the Wetterlings is a slightly nicer finish. But the length on this one is, I would say, perfect for me. They say when you're holding an axe the right size, you should be grab the head, and it should be about the length of your arm. This should just fit in your armpit. So this is probably a perfect length for me when I'm using it. The handle's nicely profiled. It's got a nice little ramp there. And I haven't used this one much at all. I'm gonna test it out today a little bit, but I think these are just, I don't know. I guess I kind of just want to see what all the hype is about with all these these hand-forged axes. And the other thing you do need to take in consideration is when you see the blade profile on these, it's the same on the Wetterlings, is that they're very skinny and they stay quite thin for long ways. They only get wide once they have to take the handle. And that's because this is more for chopping, for limbing trees, for chopping trees down. It's meant to cut, not split so much. So anyways, just thought I'd make a quick little video and show you these two axes. I'm gonna give them a test here in the next couple years, and I'll keep you up to date what I think of these compared to other ones. So anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. Cheers.